Hi Buffett, with back Buffett. Tami Makuban has written a story. It says leadership controversy may threaten the MK party's electoral prospects. Buffett, the MK, they busy fight. MK is always in trouble in terms of leadership. I don't know what's happening with the party. But to be honest, the party only made it in the electorate the way they did because of the popularity of their president, Mr. Jacob Zuma. Otherwise, the party did not make it because of its great policies, its great because of charisma of Jacob Zuma. That's why they did how they did. No one else can claim that victory from the MK. No one except Mr. Jacob himself. As he's popular, he's very popular in KZN, he's very loved. So let's continue. Controversy and reactions that have impacted the Mkhonto Sizwe party are diminishing its standing in the eyes of the voters. But Tam, how do you know, Mr. Tam? How do you know? Unless we see the results in the next day in the coming elections. You cannot speak for the people, Mr. Tam. This is according to political analysts who were commenting on the party's prospects ahead of the 2026 local elections. Analysts said the party is likely to do well as a dispute disruptor, but not as a governing majority party in any municipality. Party members in the KwaZulu-Natal Midlands area also expressed skepticism of the party's prospects in light of ongoing challenges, saying factions are beginning to consume the party, and the leadership challenges have weakened the much needed morale among members heading to the next local government elections. Yeah, some of them came with the ANC tendencies of fighting for positions and their party tendencies, whichever party they came from. But the party parliamentary leader John Klopp is under suspension for suspending the chief whip Colin Makubele without consulting other leadership structures in the party, and at the time when the party leader Jacob Zuma was out of the country. When Zuma returned, he overturned the suspension of the Makubele and suspended Klopp. In suspending Klopp, the party said that this decision is meant to affirm this and send strong message on the principle of collective leadership across all structures within the Mkhonto Sizwe party. The leadership of the Mkhonto Sizwe party remains firmly united and committed to upholding the principles of discipline, accountability, and collective decision-making enshrined in the party's constitution. This decision should be viewed as the demonstration of the party's unwavering commitment to internal party discipline and collective leadership, it is said. In another recent development, there is an allegation that 70 million in parliamentary funds allocated to the MK party may be unaccounted for, and some party members are calling for a forensic probe. But Floyd said this before he left the party. He said their money is missing here and everywhere in the MK accounts. So Floyd said this. The party had several leadership controversies even from its inception, with Jabulani initially claiming he was the owner of the party. Political analyst Hami Kumalo said the MK party would still likely do well in the next election, but not as well as it could have had if it managed its affairs properly. Yeah, because Zuma is still alive. As long as this man is still alive, forget about it. The party will still do well in KZN because the man is loved. Until our God or our ancestors take him, that's when the party, I think personally, will start to decline, because these people will fight for position, and most of them in that party, they don't have political credibility, and the MK party is still a new party compared to other parties. After the national government election, the MK party was supposed to conduct an introspection as itself, what it had done to garner so much support from the public and what it must do to retain it. Unfortunately, they never did that. They behaved and thought they were entitled to the support to the extent that the leadership crisis and the controversies surrounding the party are costing it in public faith. Even if the public were to vote for it, they should do so for it to be a disruptor. They would not vote for it to govern, because they know that it is chaotic. Just like the ANC, but Mr. Kumar, just like the ANC, they're not stable at all. He added the people will still vote for the MKP in order to split the vote so that parties coalition, because they simply cannot risk one party dominance again, so that MK will be able to fill that chaotic space. But this GNU thing, it's going to cost us voters a lot of delays in terms of service delivery. It's going to cost us a lot of delays, I'm telling you. Political analyst Musa Kulu said the MK party is increasingly becoming very chaotic in its approach to organizational management. It looks like there are no rules and procedures to determine how decisions are made. The internal chaos makes any form of imagining the MK party in public power too ghastly and contemplate. Institutions run by them would be extremely unstable, chaotic, and managed through a revolving door policy where mayors, premiers, MEC, and other officials in municipalities and government and provincial government would be removed at the stroke of the pen. You remember when Jacob Zuma was still a president? Come on now, this is not new. When he was still president, he used to remove ministers who were not performing or not on his side. The current apparent internal chaos goes back to when they were formed in December 2023. He said members of the party have said while things are now good, they expect that matters could get worse leading up to the local government election. One member in the Midlands, speaking on condition of anonymity, said on the Shlope matter, we understand that he took that decision without consultation, so he caused conflict with the High Command, but this is really out of order in the party. In the Midlands, I believe there is going to be serious conflict over councillor list. I would be surprised if there is no bloodshed over that list, because the tensions are very high. There are senior leaders who are now in faction as that list is being prepared. I don't believe that the party will be in the right frame of mind to launch an effective campaign come the next election, said the member. The KP has not responded to requests for comment. Guys, who bet? But as long as Mr. Jacob is still there, his buzzer shop will still run smoothly, Buffett. So anyone shouldn't worry about anything. The MK party will do well next year in the 2026 local government election, because the ANC is not doing anything. They're not genuine anything. They're not uniting in fighting high unemployment, poverty, etc. So these people will do well even next year, as long as the man is still breathing. Anyway, Buffett, please subscribe, please like Buffett. Let's grow the page. See you on the next video.